Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. We're going to dive into Chainlink right now. This is one of the original projects that I've covered on the channel. I don't really need to go into tokenomics with you. You're here because you already know them already. So what I'm going to do is just look at some TA and answer some questions. I'm still getting a lot of requests for this particular project. Full discretion, full transparency. I do own Chainlink, so moving forward I do obviously want it to do really well. But at the moment, as you're fully aware, Chainlink is sort of caught in a trap. It's not really performing as well as the other tokens in the current bull market. It does feel like it's gearing up though, okay, but I just want to forewarn you, okay, we are hitting a key level of resistance right now, and we do need to see ourselves push through this. Okay, so we have these trades here that we have put in the Telegram group there. We had the double M top, the breakdown, so that was a beautiful short trade. And as we've gone along, we've had this inverse head and shoulders, which I've posted in the Telegram group there as well, and that was a nice long trade there with a take profit of around 10%. So I'll tidy this chart up now and I'll get rid of all that rubbish at the moment, so you don't need to see that. So that's what we do. People they hold Chainlink and they also trade it as well, and these opportunities here, they're basic opportunities to accumulate more Chainlink as you go forward, because that's what you do, swing trading and accumulation. So we'll tidy all that up now, and what you can see right now, okay, for Chainlink is this level of resistance right here. So we are hitting a level of resistance just there. Okay, we do have a alternative peak to that. I will drop that in a minute, but you can see right now you've had just here, we've had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 goes at it, and we're having like a 9th 10th go at this level of resistance. So you can see it's a really crucial level of resistance, and we are hitting ahead on it just there. I'm struggling to get through it. We do need to wick above, we do need to close above it. These are 4-hourly candles, okay. You do need to see us close above it and back test it as support, as you know, in the channel. But then we do have this extra little bit of resistance just there, so you may see us get through. Looks really good. Back test it. This is what may potentially happen, what we hope that happens. You may see Chainlink push on now, okay. You may see it push on, get through, hit this as resistance, come back, and then hit that as support, and that's what you want to see. And then on the next time, get through that as support, break through that resistance, and then back test that as support, okay, before we march on. But what we need to bring you to attention right here, right now, you are a little bit away from the 4-hourly 20 EMA. Okay, so if you're not actually involved in Chainlink at the moment, then I always do advise buy the EMA, especially on the 4-hourly time frame. People buy these green candles and they get red dildos, okay. That is a saying in this channel. Buy green candles, get red dildos, okay. Buy red candles, get green dildos, and that's basically how it works. Everyone wants green dildos, yeah. No one wants red dildos because it hurts. Sorry. So basically, you are looking for a little bit of a fallback here. You can see it's sort of hitting its head a bit, so you're potentially looking at the price coming back down to test this yellow line, which is the 20 EMA in a 4-hourly time frame. But as this creeps up, this is healthy by the way, as this creeps up like this, okay, what you're forcing here is a move, okay, because you've got this resistance just there like that, and then as this creeps up like that, you'll see Chainlink come back down, back test it, and it'll start tightening up right in a range like that, and that actually is some kind of ascending triangle type pattern. And don't forget, you've come up into it, okay, and they are usually 9 times out of 10 in a bull market a continuation pattern, okay. So Chainlink is being forced into a move to take out that resistance there. You can see it's there, and you can see it's there as well, and there. So it's acting as a really strong level of resistance. But I think that once Chainlink gets through that, okay, and gets through it and gets forced out of it as well through this sort of ascending triangle that you see in Chainlink, in this sort of ascending triangle that you see in Chainlink and trading in, with the EMAs creeping up as well, then it's going to break out, okay, and it's going to back test the support before marching on. So what I'll do, I'll mark them levels in for you right now, okay, so you can see where you're basically coming up to resistance. So we'll drop them in for you. So you've got that level there, 31.48 roughly. We'll drop that down a little bit because you can see it's actually width there. It's a little bit lower than that actually. Roughly around there, okay, 31.36. You can see it's hitting its head on that. And then after that, you do have that small level of resistance there. So you may see it get above, okay, 31.36 and keep marching on. But then you may see it get rejected at 32. So that would be basically a good potential short opportunity right there, because you would see a bit of a pullback, which is this level of resistance right there. But I do think that once you get through that, okay, once we get through that for Chainlink, you may potentially march on, you know, to the all-time high and actually approach that, which is that level there, okay, which is currently, I'll drop that in as well, so future reference is there at 36.93 for Chainlinks. At the moment it looks good. I know it looks really positive. We've broken out of this bottom here. We had this literally a V-shaped bottom. Look at that, as a V-shaped bottom. That's a fantastic recovery from that correction, and you're basically shooting up. But you're not out of the woods yet, because obviously as you know, Chainlink is not performing as well as the other projects in this bull market, but it is one of the blue chip projects, okay? And you know, we are entering this sort of little mini alt season where Ethereum's front running it. Ethereum's going up and making new all-time highs, which you know all about, and then you've got other tokens like BNB and things like that, okay? They're the blue chips, and Chainlink is definitely one of those, and it's due a good run, okay? It's due a good run. So my outlook is positive for Chainlink, but you do need to see us get through this level of resistance right now, and these are the targets of resistance in this current time frame for Chainlink to get through. If you can see us closing above these, okay, especially on the 4-hourly time frame, get close above that 31.36, march on. I almost guarantee you'll see a level of rejection at that 32.02, which is this level here, okay, which is that level of resistance. You get through that, I think you could potentially just look at the march on to the previous high. You've got these levels there, resistance, but they're not really that strong, okay? Because when you do get the resistance and you see the levels of it, it's because it's coming up in multiple times. This was like one test, okay? So it's not really a great deal of resistance. Potentially, what I'm saying is, Chainlink get through, back to support, and march on is very feasible. So from this point, okay, Chainlink, to get to its previous all-time high is a pump of 18%, and we've seen that many a times across many projects. So that is actually really doable. And obviously once Chainlink gets to that all-time high, you would see a level of FOMO kick in across the markets as well, and that would drive Chainlink to even greater highs. And if you look in the channel here, I did make a price prediction on Chainlink, okay, in the end of February, I believe it was, that Chainlink would be to a price, and I don't know whether it's still up here. No, because it's a different chart. I've used a different chart there, but from the top of my head, I'm sure it's $40, okay, towards the mid to end April there. I think it's roughly something like that. So I do see us marching on and getting to that target, given this current price structure, given the fact as well that we have formed a bullish cross, okay, on the 4-hourly time frame just here. I do like to see this, and this is an example of this EMA retest that I do go on about so much in the channel. You know, you've got the bullish cross. Brilliant. That's a great signal, okay? Great signal that you're sort of forming this new uptrend, and it's looking really good. The outlook's great. But when you get the retest like that, when it comes back and you get the repel, look at the power it gives the move, okay? And you'll see that 9 times out of 10 on any 4-hourly time frame, when the EMAs do that, they come together and have that little repel, and the power it gives the move, and you march on, and it needed that to push up. So effectively what I'm saying is you're looking at Chainlink getting rejected here, forming some kind of, hopefully, you know, you're going to see a couple more rejections there, and you're going to see this EMA creep up like this, and then you're going to see Chainlink get caught in some kind of ascending triangle like this, where it comes down and touches the EMAs. As long as it doesn't lose this yellow line, okay, which is a 20 EMA, because if it starts to fall down there, then this sort of reversal, this move is starting to look a bit extinguished. But you know what, we're bullish, we are really bullish, and I do think that this is the play where you're going to sort of see this ascending triangle, and then eventually Chainlink will pop out, go above, back to support, go above, back to support, and march on. So where is the future price prediction based off this Fibonacci retracement? This is what I like to do in the channel. As you know, what we're going to do is tidy this chart up right now. So what you do, well, on a move like this, you drop your fibs on it, okay? So it's the third one down, and it's a fib retracement, and you drop it on the top, so roughly up there, and you go to the bottom, so roughly around there, okay, and what you can see is you can see these retracement levels as you're pushing up, and you can see what Chainlink has done since it started to retrace. Okay, it's came down, it's at its bottom, and it's started to march on. It hit its head on the 0618, this level here, and it failed to get through it, and it got rejected, and it come back down, kept coming back down, didn't get quite as low as that one, which was good because it never made a lower low. And you can see that from the retracement from this particular point here, when it did make this V-shaped recovery, it has been marching on. It went through, and again it hit its head on the 0382. Do you see that level there? Kept hitting its head, come back down. It was getting supported off of 0236, which is really good. It didn't lose the 236 because then you will be looking at another test of this low. And obviously it was caught between a rock and a hard place until the EMAs could sort itself out, formed a bullish cross, went through, fell back as you can see, got supported by the 0236 again, and marched on. And you know what's really good here, okay, and I'll tell you what's really good, is the fact that it's pushed through this 050 with power, and it needed the power off this EMA retest here. You see how I talk about this EMA retest, it comes down and it gets rocket fuel off it. Okay, gets so much rocket fuel, and it needed that to push through that, because believe it or not, that is one of the hardest levels to get through, the 05. It's like a brick wall when you're trying to get through it with a little pocket knife or something. It's just not going to happen. You need the fuel off the EMA to come down, get that refuel, the rocket ship to blast you through the wall there, blast you into space, and get you through them levels. So what's really good here, you can see that Chainlink has pushed up, okay, it's pushed up, marched on through the 05, okay, through 29, 24, and it's actually hitting its head on the 0618 in that sort of area there, which is a golden ratio. You are above it right now, which is really good. You have back tested the 050 as support, which again is good. It's confidence that you are marching forward and moving on. So it looks really good for Chainlink at this point. But again, you do need to get the closes above that. So basically, off the fib extension here, you can see a potential price prediction of the next big, large, impulsive move on the daily time frame. Even though this is a 4-hourly time frame, basically it's a daily time frame impulsive move, because you've gone up, you've had this impulsive move from this wave here effectively. Look, we'll zoom out on the daily time frame, so it's actually easier to see. So you've gone up in a big impulsive move, okay, this is a really big impulsive move where you've had a bottom there, you've gone up, and when you retrace, you've had a corrective wave which was down to here, this corrective wave, and you've started to form up, and now you're retracing. But when you retrace, you always look to get to the 1618, which is the golden ratio retracement. Okay, so that is a future price prediction for Link, marching forward off the next big impulsive wave after you've seen this level of consolidation, this retesting of support, and you marched on in that big impulsive wave there. Okay, so you're effectively looking at a rinse repeat. So you've gone up, made that wave, okay, that big impulsive wave, you've come down, you've had your correction, which is the same as all of this mess just there. You're coming down, you've consolidated, you've retested some levels, you've had that like wick there, like you got that big horrible wick there, you've made a V-shaped recovery, you've made a V-shaped recovery, and you're marching on. You've made a bullish cross just there, okay, which you've not made yet because you didn't go bearish on the daily, and what you've got is a bullish cross there on the daily time frame. You've marched up, it's pushed you up for Chainlink, you've gone up, you've got a repel there on the daily time frame where it repels on the EMAs there on the daily. So you've got the power there now, look, because just like when you zoom in on the 4-hourly and you've just seen that repel, it gives you an enormous amount of power to move forward and march on. And this is what you've got for Chainlink: bullish cross coming up, repel, march on, and you can see that that is your potential target on the next big impulsive wave, which is forming now. This here is this impulsive wave which is forming, and obviously you're not just going to go like this overnight. You're not going to go super parabolic and go to that level overnight, but that is a target for Chainlink. Once you get through these retracements here, once you get through this resistance here, okay, back test the support, march on, take out this high, you are looking at a $49 Chainlink token, which is really, really good. Okay, so that's basically a short to mid-term price prediction for Chainlink up there at almost $50. So I hope you enjoyed that video on Chainlink. I've had a lot of people asking me for an update on Chainlink, and there it is. So it's looking good, but we do need to break those key resistance levels which I've outlined in the video there, and obviously, you know, just keep marching forward, and good luck to everybody that's got Chainlink. I'm one of those people, so it's good to see it marching forward and creeping up, and it does need a kick up its arse now because it's been lacking. It needs to crack on. Okay, please do like and subscribe and share the videos where you can. And yeah, it's great. And just one other thing before I go, look at the MACD. Got the bullish cross on the MACD. You got the histogram going bullish. You got the RSI pushing up. Yeah, it looks golden. It looks golden. And the next impulsive wave, you can see how big this impulsive wave here, because this is impulsive wave, corrective wave, impulsive wave, because that's how it works. Okay, everything works in waves, and you will learn that everything works in waves. Goes up, corrects, goes up, corrects, goes up, corrects, goes up, corrects. Can't just go up forever. It has to grow organically. And you know what? Chainlink is one of the most beautiful organic charts you'll ever see. Click on the weekly, look at it on the weekly, okay, for Chainlink. Look at that. It's been in a continual bull market, okay, since its inception. Theoretically, it's never had a bearish cross. It's just consistently just been going up, up, okay. So that's Chainlink. Do take care. Bye bye.